2019 NBA Finals, Game 4, Raptors versus Warriors. Make or miss league, folks. I've said that before time and time again. But besides that, the halftime crew, Beto, Rose, Pierce, and the boring Chauncey Billups. Only one I'm interested in hearing from is Jalen Rose. I'm not really interested in hearing from the rest of them. If it isn't Ernie, Chuck, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet, I really could care less about any halftime commentary from anybody else. I do love Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, and Mike Green. You know, they're cool. They're great commentators in my opinion. I wish they just did the halftime show. Because besides Jalen Rose, like I said, those other cats are just boring as hell to me. But that's just my opinion. Maybe you guys think differently. That's just me. But listen, let's really get into this. So the final score was 105-92. The Warriors only won one quarter, and that was the first quarter at home. They should be doing that. And if you see, there's a definite consistency of them only winning one quarter during these games, especially in their losses. But can we get some clarification on the NBA rule with kicking? I see them, they've been calling this throughout the playoffs, and it just seems ridiculous. Even if you Google search very quickly, it gives you the violation, all right? It says, you know, the player has to kick the ball intentionally. But let's go a step further and look at the actual NBA rule, and it says a player shall not kick the ball or strike it with the fist. Kicking the ball or striking it with any part of the leg is a violation when it is an intentional act. The ball accidentally striking the foot, leg, or fist is not a violation. So, like, what are these refs doing, man? They're calling kick balls when people are just holding their feet still, and their legs still, but whatever. Let's get into the stats. Listen, I told you guys, if Curry or Clay does not have over 35 points or so, right, and the other one doesn't have 25 or more points, they're not going to win these games. And then you need to have that third guy that steps up. Nobody stepped up. Looney did have 10. Draymond had his normal 10 to 15 points. He had 10. And nobody else did too much of anything. Iguodala had 3 points, which is pretty miserable. So you're not going to win games like that. Their defense isn't that great. So it makes sense why they lost the game. Now you look at Toronto, Leonard, like usual, 36, 30 points plus, right? Siakam, what I say, around his average, 18, 19 points. Lowry, not as great this game, but played defense, has some assists. Danny Green, not as great. Gasol, not as great. Who steps up? Ibaka steps up. Van Fleet has his normal 8 points or so. So it's a tale of make or miss. You make shots early, you don't. You stay defensively minded. You switch off of the screens to guard Curry and those guys, and you play defense, you win the game. It's not rocket science. They're up 3-1. Y'all know who I picked to win this. Thanks for watching. Let me know what y'all think. Short video. Looking forward to this next game on Monday, and looking forward to them closing out this series.